This is my top 4 items of popular Louis Vuitton items that I feel are not worth the money, especially after this price increase. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sherry. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Louis Vuitton items that are no longer worth the price after this recent price increase. And I'm going to share with you other options or items from Louis Vuitton that I feel are a little bit better in terms of the price and what you get with that price. So if you're interested in this video, then please keep watching. Alright you guys, so as stated, my name is Sherry. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you definitely subscribe to my channel if you are not. Welcome back to my faithful and old subbies, and I would appreciate you all commenting and liking and sharing these videos if you would like to. So let's get right down to the first option or item that is not worth the money from Louis Vuitton. Now, I know I just did a video showing kind of the best item still worth the money in terms of the cost of the item, but there are a couple of crossover items from that list that will show up on this list. And the first one on my list that I feel like is not honestly worth it from Louis Vuitton is this little key pouch. Now, I shared before, I know a lot of people rave about this, and I'm not saying that it's not worth it. This right here may work wonders for one person, and then for the other person, it's not worth the money. I have seen mixed reviews on people who love this and people who don't like it. Me, I fall into the category of where I could really do without this in my collection. I've been holding on to it in case I want to gift it to someone who I know. So that's the reason really why I held on to it. But this right here, it is cute. It is functional. I see why people do like it. It has this chain clip, how I shared before in the last video, so it can serve a lot of purposes as a bag charm, as a wallet, on your belt, however you decide you want to wear it. But when I look at the piece, I'm just underwhelmed because it is now $325 and I don't get wowed by it because it's, I don't know, it's so, I don't want to use the word basic, but because it's so simple is what I should say. And I just mean simple in terms of just what it is. It's kind of like the card holder, even though that price has gone up, it's $265. But this one, it's just a pouch with a zipper. Nothing is wowing me. Nothing is giving me vibes about this. I don't know. So I think for the old price, it was worth it. But at the new price of $325, I don't think that this is worth it, honestly. I think a better value to get would either be the Rosalie coin purse or the business envelope card holder. And I would really say it would be this Rosalie coin purse for these reasons. Okay, you have a zip pouch here. You have this clip. You still can put cards in both. Now, if you're wanting the factor of this is a slimmer item, I could see why you would say, oh no, this one is still a better value because it's slimmer. Okay, I get that. If the bulkiness of this item is an issue for you, I could see why that would be attractive. Or maybe you like this little key charm here and you're like, but I can hang it on different things, I can accessorize, I can switch it here and there, I can hang it in my bags on a D-ring. You can do that same thing with these right here, okay? I have my Louis Vuitton chain. I've had this chain since like 2015, you guys. But there is a zip compartment in here that holds coins. So you still get that zip feature, but you get a little bit more space to actually have this holding a lot more cards and compartmentalize and keep things to where when you open this up, you know you put your driver license in the back, you know you put your main card in the back, your health card in the back. It just keeps you a little bit more organized. And also, if you want to use this as a charm, you can. You take the zipper, okay? You can clip any charm on the zipper and you can close that up. And now you have an instant bag charm or whatever You have a chain, and this one is a lot longer than some people might want, but now you have the option of still putting this on a chain and attaching this to a bag, to anything you want to wear it as, in terms of just it's being a charm. Okay, now this chain is a lot longer, so let's say you don't want to have something this long. Okay, I have a little mini poof ball here. I'm gonna add this on here as an option. Okay, so, and I have the option to use this little key ring here as well to kind of put that in there, and I can put this in and have this hanging as a charm. I can use, I don't know, some type of extender, purse extender, add something else to it to kind of make it a little bit longer. So you see how you can accessorize this little cutie with just other accessories to kind of get that same feel of this little key pouch here. And so again, I'm not saying that don't get it, it's $325. I just feel like if you're going to spend $325, you might as well spend the extra $75, and it's going to be based on budget, right? So you could still spend that money and get you something, I guess, a little bit more functional, or however you want to view it. Maybe this is just not what you want to spend the money on, whatever, but I feel like this right here is a little bit more value for the money, and you have a lot more different ways to use it. Even if you don't want something too bulky, you don't have to put a lot of cards in here. You can just put a few cards in here, and I think that with the shape that it is right now, it's still functioning, right? So this is my alternative to buying this little item right here. All right, so this is number one. All right, you guys, so my number two item is the mini pochette. I have the mini pochette in the Damier Bean canvas and the monogram. I've had it in the Damier Azure, but I sold that one because I didn't feel like it really fit my lifestyle, or I would get much use out of it. But while I think those were good, and even those were still expensive pre this price increase, but right now at $7.45, I don't think that those are very worth it for the price. Honestly, if I had to give you an alternative, it would be the Coach Nolita 15. And I have like 5 of those already. But I think that the Coach Nolita 15 is a better option to get instead of getting that, especially with the price at $7.45. But if you still want to get something that is Louis Vuitton, my preference would be the Kirigami Pouches. Now I have my Kirigami set in the limited edition canvas, but in the monogram canvas at $7.45, it's the same price, and you get 3 pieces instead of that one little small pouch that really can be served as the same purpose, especially considering when you have this little item that comes in here, where you can still put a little insert in here, and you can still have a chain on this and carry this, or have this functioning the same as that mini pochette. So I don't feel like that mini pochette is worth it. Honestly, you guys, I would go for the Kirigami set if you can get your hands on one. I do think Louis Vuitton will eventually discontinue those. So I do suggest you hurrying up, calling the 1-800 number and trying to get your hands on a Kirigami set if you can. All right, so this is my number 2. All right, you guys, so for my number 3 item, this might be a bit controversial in terms of what it is, but I honestly don't feel like this is worth the price now, especially at this new $18.90. But it is the classic Speedy, well, not the classic, but the Speedy 25 and the Bandolier option. Okay, now again, this is probably coming from a biased view because I have the bag and I bought this a while ago. For someone who is new to the brand, you still want this classic bag, but you want something with the bandolier. You want something you can still carry it and not worry about the crossbody or putting pressure on these by adding straps. This is a good way to go. You know, I still do love this bag. I think it is a great option. But the $18.90 price, that's a bit steep for me for this bag. But I guess considering Louis Vuitton is a classic, and if you really want this bag, go for it. The bag that I would recommend, I keep them in these dust bags right here, is the Speedy 25 and the classic monogram. Not the classic monogram, but the regular 25 canvas. And like this, even though this right here, you know, you get it in the classic one without a strap, you can still add a strap to it. Now again, I do not suggest you doing this every day. If this is going to be your everyday bag, get the bandolier, okay? That's the rule. Get the bandolier if you're going to be carrying this bag every day. But if you are not going to be carrying this bag every day, go on get you that Speedy 25 without the bandolier and just add you a strap on it when you know you'll be carrying this as a crossbody or as a shoulder bag. Most times you'll probably be carrying a bag like this. So if you know you're going to an outing where you're carrying it like this, definitely, you know, look at how you be using these bags. Me, I love top handle bags. So I know in terms of the strap, me having it with the bando, I wouldn't necessarily need it, but I jumped on this when the option became available and the price was still good. It was cheaper than buying it from the Louis Vuitton website at the time. So I ended up jumping on this one. But looking back or looking now, like if I was purchasing this today, which one would I get? I would go for this one here. Alright you guys, so I'm down to my fourth item, and I could add more items to this list, especially considering this price increase, but I kept it at the 4 items that I felt like were the most attractive to a lot of people, or they're like the most popular items. And so my last item is this Never Full, and it's not just this one, but it's in the monogram canvas as well. Before this price increase, and even at the $17.60, I still just couldn't pull the trigger of paying $17.60 for this Never Full. I couldn't do it, which is why I did not buy the Damier Azur one. And you all know that has been on my wish list, and I kept buying other bags because I just, preference-wise, I don't know, I just couldn't pull the trigger. But now at $2,100, it's definitely a no for me. It's a no. I posted about this, I guess how you can make the little post on YouTube, but the Never Full GM and MM is a no for me. I showed that I do have this Tory Burch bag that I just find a little bit more desirable to use. Alright, use this, and I don't have to have the cost of having that Never Full. And also, I don't have to worry about color transfer and different things like that. Now, I'm not saying that that bag is not beautiful, and I don't still look at it and I'm like googly-eyed over it and different things like that, but I'm just not willing to pay $2,100 for that bag, considering I have a lot of other Louis Vuitton pieces that I can enjoy. If I didn't have any Louis Vuitton bags and I still really wanted that bag, I probably would buy it. But considering I have a nice large collection, I don't feel like I need it or like I'm missing anything. So I'm okay with having this bag. And so we're moving on from that. I still may get the pochette that goes inside of it if I can find one on the aftermarket for a reasonable price. But even I've noticed Fashion Files and other places have hyped that piece up to something that's crazy. But I still may bite the bullet and buy one aftermarket. Who knows? But this is my top 4 items of popular Louis Vuitton items that I feel are not worth the money, especially after this price increase. Let me know what your items are that you would consider not worth the money. Do you agree with this list, or do you think maybe I could take some things off? I need to add some things on. What are your thoughts? So chat with me. Put your comment down in the comments section. And as always, I'll see you on the next video. Alrighty, bye.